Hello and welcome to Model Ads. Today we're going to be taking a long overdue look at War World's new ProGrass Micro Static Grass Applicator, available for £49.99 plus postage and packing. If you're tempted with small scale modelling projects or just spend a fortune on silver tufts, this might just be the static grass applicator you've been looking for. Let's try putting it through its paces. War World's ProGrass Micro Applicator occupies a unique place in the static grass market, sitting between the cheaper fly swat or T-strainer style of applicators you can find on eBay and your top-end Knock Grassmaster or RTS Greenkeeper, and is aimed at modelers, railway and wargame enthusiasts. The micro applicator measures 25 cm in length and comes with a medium sieve head that can be used with up to 6mm grass and a 9-volt battery fitted so that it's ready for use out of the box. The micro applicator fits comfortably in the hand, feels like a quality piece of kit rather than a piece of plastic piping, and the neatly fitted 84 cm cable situated on the upper part of the handle ensures that it stays out of the way whilst you work. If you're not familiar with static grass applicators, these variants utilise an electrical circuit to convert the 9-volt battery current into a stable 12,000 volts DC. The container or hopper creates a negative pole carried by the grass fibres, whilst the positive pole travels through the cable and releases through the alligator clip, which is usually attached to a nail or pin sitting in an adhesive able to conduct electricity. As the grass exits the hopper, it's pulled through an electrical field, causing it to land in a vertical position on the surface area. In other words, static grass applicators ensure that your grass stand neatly upright, greatly enhancing the diorama, tabletop or figure base. So much for the theory. How does it work in practice? Well, I quickly painted up a test board with some surface texturing and coarse turf to see how effectively the ProGrass Micro Static Grass Applicator performs compared to one of its more expensive rivals. For the purposes of this test, I'll be using a typical 50-50 mix of water and PVA with the ball clip attached to a small steel nail embedded within the glue. Starting with a 2mm grass first, the absence of a fine mesh lets the grass spill out a little too quickly for my liking, but once the excess was tapped off, I was surprised to find that the grass stood upright without any ill effect. After this initial experience, I angled the applicator to limit the flow of grass from the hopper, which, in conjunction with the longer length of the 4 and 6mm grass, significantly improved my ability to control the quantity applied. With the 4 and 6mm sections applied, I mixed up what was left to see how the micro applicator dealt with a mixture of lengths. When the glue was dry, you can see that the finish is very acceptable. Fibres stand upright with a convincing degree of variation, measuring anywhere between 45 to 90 degrees. Application was easy straight out of the box, and I didn't get tangled up in the wire or give myself a nasty shock whilst working or changing the grass in the hopper. To compare the relative effectiveness of the ProGrass Micro Applicator, I undertook a comparable test with a significantly more expensive competitor, the RTS Greenkeeper 35, which ships with a full range of precision and fine, medium and large meshes for its large hopper. You can see the results here. If it's not immediately apparent, the Greenkeeper does give a more uniform appearance, but you'll have to judge for yourself whether this type of finish is to your liking and worth at least double the price tag. The ProGrass Micro Applicator gives wargamers and small-scale modelers affordable access to a great introductory static grass applicator, able to perform at a standard higher than could reasonably be expected at this price point. Compact design ensures convenient application straight out of the box, and War World provides plenty of online tutorials if you need some hand-holding. If you've been working with T-strainers, spending a fortune on tufts, or just want to do more with your static grass, I recommend that you consider stepping up to this applicator. Top notch.